Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction for Tower of God Chapter 488, or Season 3, Episode 71, and this is very strange. So, when I was setting up to record and I clicked onto this, I didn't catch I wasn't recording when I clicked onto the chapter itself, but I can kind of run down my actual reaction to this, because I had to take, a double take. I clicked onto it and it says, warning, this episode contains content that may not be suitable for some readers. And I don't recall ever seeing that in Tower of God before. So the first thing I did, I clicked on this and I was like, well, that's different. So I did a double take. I clicked back to the last chapter. I was like, was that there before? And it's not on last chapter. So I came back to chapter 71 and my exact reaction was like muttering out loud to myself, wait, what the fuck? Because I don't know the context here, what this could mean. Does it mean that this is like the darkest or bloodiest that Tower of God has ever gone? Or is it just stricter content sensibilities coming from the publisher, maybe? Yeah, no idea what this could mean. But whenever you see something like this, you gotta get a little, worried, concerned, confused. So before even reading, this has me in my emotions. So I guess let's see what this means. Is White just going to eviscerate this guy? Or, let's just start reading. We're not perfect, but we fall slightly outside the limits of the tower's laws. I, in particular, was created using all kinds of capturing items in the tower, which means the usual law that REA's sword cannot be beaten doesn't affect me at all. I'm like your natural enemy. So, you're basically just an experiment that those with an inferiority complex made to comfort themselves. Almost every single one of you guys, one of the guys like you I've run into before has been a failed experiment. Would you like to try and find out? And of course we saw this all at the end of last chapter. Let's see whether or not a failure like me can defeat you in that sword of yours. And I love this panel still. Well, this won't be boring at least. That's such a good panel. Okay. Gakjedo-sang, I still did not remember to look up how to pronounce that. Number 2. Sorry, just checking on my recording and everything. Looks good. Try and find out. Ha. Don't feel bad when I kill you. Oh? And he has many arms. Many arms. Okay. Seems like he's using the multiple arms to deal with the multiple slashes. Seems like a very, inefficient way to make a blade stopping mechanism, but you know if it works. Alright. Seems he's managed to block them all. That sword doesn't work against me. I told you, I can easily grab your sword. Are you afraid of me? You've always relied on that sword. Does it scare you that you're no longer protected by it? I'm not at all afraid of you. Why would I be scared of that silly sword of RDA when I can easily block it? You sure talk a lot. I haven't even finished my second combo yet. That is true, this guy's been hella monologuing. Don't speak too soon. There's still more? But I can block them all. I mean, he has a lot of hands, but it's not infinite hands. Wow. Very impressive. You really are good at blocking attacks. But I wonder, what will you do when there are too many swords to block? This is getting confusing. I like to think that that's just like a little see you note there, not one of the characters. Just blades all over the panel. Just, this is getting confusing, but you get what I mean here. This can't be. He only swung the sword once. How many sword strikes can he generate with a single combo? But even still, and his arm gets sliced off. Is this what the content warning was for, maybe? Like I said, him just getting slashed up. I can stop. And no, he cannot. He looks kind of, in this panel, doesn't he look kind of like for those of you that have read or watched Hunter x Hunter, Minta Tupi? Doesn't he look like a Yuppie? Either way. Hold on. I can stop them all. And his hands go flying. Looking like some frigging Horikoshi hand fetish art. Alright. After hundreds of white flashes passed through my mind, I came to my senses. Why couldn't I block that sword? I knew it right away when he cut off my first hand. That sword is simply brought me under the control of the laws that I had escaped from. I wasn't quick enough. Don't be too hard on yourself for not blocking my attack, you big-mouthed goblin. Again, White kinda told him from the start how this was gonna go. I didn't show it when you blocked my first attack. Wait, sorry, I think I skipped something. To dodge his sword. It's unstoppable. I didn't show it when you blocked my first attack, but that actually really hurt my pride. Is he trying to make me feel better? You weren't completely terrible. Or is he deceiving me? Funnily enough, either way, this actually doesn't seem like such a bad way for it to end. I was so busy playing with that sandbag that I let the mouse get away. I better find that mouse and get out of here, before someone steals my prey. I wonder if that's really going to be it, or if he's going to get up and go second phase, because if so, then he was one of the new, division commanders, right? So, if so, I mean, he was up against White, but he got wiped out pretty quick. He makes squeaking noises. Squeak, squeak. Come out, little mousey. Squeak, squeak. There's a soul waiting to be devoured on that field. Alright, and now we have, it looks like Doan and Karaka? And this guy ain't looking so hot. Was that another one of the division guys? I was wondering what was so special about the new 4th Army Corps. They're not so tough after all. Then again, there are 2 of us, so I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Yeah, that's the thing. He got beaten like really easily off screen. At the same time, it was both Doan and Karaka who are both very strong. But yeah, man, these guys are getting completely waxed. Liboric, not looking too great at the draft picks here. I never thought I'd team up with a Slayer. I could have never imagined doing such a thing with the old Slayers. How things have changed. I never asked for your help. You just stuck your nose in my business. And if you're trying to say that the older Slayers were greater, then you've insulted me. Gosh, don't be so sensitive. I just meant that you've gotten more human than before. You're such a grump. You and that regular. Let's go. We have to find a mouse. It's better to stick together for now. Follow me, kid. I told you not to be so arrogant. And, okay, see you? Just the upskirt shot? Showing off what Karaka's got down there? How dare you? I told you not to be so arrogant. Okay, now we're getting back to Yuan Sung and Haracha, I think? You again. Why have you been following me since back at that wall? So annoying. I appreciate the attention, but I don't want a stalker. Don't be ridiculous. This time it was just a coincidence, although I'm glad I get to fight you. Why are you so glad about that? At first, I just wanted to pick on you because you're short and blonde, but the more I get to know you, the more you smell. You smell like a hypocrite. What are you talking about? That line reminded me of something. I don't remember what it is now. Gosh, why? It's really, really reminding me of something. That line. Oh well. What are you talking about? I was briefed about you after our fight back at the wall. You've been busy going around helping races try to gain their independence from Lord Zahard, I hear. You may have gotten lucky and cleared your past record and become a director when Evankel reached the test floor, but you can't hide your true nature. The true nature of superficial hypocrites who think that helping those weaker than them is justice. I hate people like you. Oh? And what is this then? We have the slash, and then what is this clinking thing? Or is that just the pipe that they're in, maybe? Then we have, of course, it getting blocked by the watery Shinsu from Yuan-sung. You can't run forever. Well, he can try. I don't have time to stand around chatting with you. The purpose of this game is to catch mice and get out onto the field, or have you forgotten? That's true, but there's one more thing you need to worry about in here. There are a lot of guys that Lord Yusrach has captured in this cat tower. You know who I mean, don't you? The ones you tried so hard to help on the outside? Those minorities who were persecuted by Lord Zahard. Lord Yusracha tends to collect the mixed ones. He's very interested in ruling over them. If you genuinely want to help the weak, why don't you try to save all the people in here, too? I guess you're a bit too busy to help them now, huh? You were just doing a bit of volunteer work to make yourself feel better. You don't really care about the weak. I bet you never imagined that you would end up making their situation even worse. God, you talk way too much. Again, the same thing as with White and the other guy. Let me shut your mouth for you. Wait a minute. There's just a massive, massive wave of Shinsu. Has he been holding back the water this whole time? Or, well, I mean, water, Shinsu, I don't really know, but he was just holding back what was already flowing and flooding the place, I guess. I was using Shinsu to stop the water like a dam so you wouldn't notice. You think I was just running away this whole time? Wrong. And he, I'm assuming, flushes his ass. Okay, so yeah, I guess that was just the pipe that they were fighting in that we were being shown before. Alright, they get washed out into this room. Gosh, I really like this setting a lot. Alright. And then Hiracha jumps away. We see the edge where everything's flowing off. Where am I? Wow, this is very interesting. This must be the room that the acid's been dripping down into. Oh. I like the designs a lot. Hey. And there's a mouse up on the thing. A mouse! It's so cute! Sweet, it's mine. Too late. Oh, and it looks like... Is that the acid then, being directed toward Yuan-sung? He sends it away. Toward Hiracha, who deflects it with his claw-shaped attacks. Why are you holding on to me? Didn't you say I was annoying? Don't worry, even if I catch a mouse, I won't go out to the field right away. I'll fight you first. I may be busy, but I certainly have time to rip you to pieces. If I were you, I'd be more worried about drowning first. So I guess it was just falling towards them, happening to fall at just the right time rather than being directed toward Yuan-sung. The acid, that is. I'd be more worried about drowning first, and this move looks really, really cool. Alright. Little mouse hopping away in the aftermath. I've got you now. And then, oh, poor thing! It just gets sniped. Man, the 90-degree angle shot. He knocked the mouse into the acid. It's dead. Damn! Yuan-sung, why? Why? It's dead. The hell? What are you doing? You killed the mouse. I killed it so you couldn't catch it. What? When you want something, isn't it better to destroy it so that no one else can take it first? I hate it when other people take what I want. Man, you really are twisted. I'm loving Hiracha here too. Wasn't that the obvious thing to do? You could attack my teammates if you get out onto the field first, or are cats incapable of thinking that far ahead. You arrogant son of a... You're really getting on my nerves. I've had enough of you. Oh? Is he hitting some, like, cat person transformation? Alright, forget about catching mice for now. I'm catching you first. Can't wait to tear you to shreds. He's transforming. Now we have more shots coming out from Yuan-sung. And he isn't there, it looks like. Jeez. I love the shape of his moves too. And now it's gone from cat claws to this lightning-ish spreading shape. He changed. That's a cool form. You know, I really like Hiracha. He's really kind of won me over time. Is that transformation? Yep, it's kind of like canine transformation, except we call ours beastification. I was gonna be like resurrection. Jeez, I really, you know, sorry to the canine people, but the feline people, just from one example, have better looking transformations. 'Cause I mean, to be fair, most of the transformations we saw from the canine people did not look very cool. Alright, canines can only partially transform, right? Well, we can change our whole body. The only downside is it takes a while to change back. Okay, let me show you. Let me show you. Sorry, I thought that was sort of just the first part of a longer statement. And then he attacks. And it seems like, damn, he just freaking Thunderbagwas him. He's so fast. And he's still just flitting around, hitting him more. Oh hey, it actually says flit. He's too quick to track with my eyes. I can't dodge him. This chapter's been long as hell. Sorry, not saying that is a bad thing, saying that is an impressive thing. Like, see, you're really serving it up. I'll just have to put up a Shinsu screen. Alright. What the hell? Seems to pass straight through? He just passed right through the Shinsu screen. Oh? And now it looks like he's going back around again. I can't avoid him. Or block him. How is he doing that? You look surprised. Then again, most of the people I fought have died with that look on their face. And he goes for some more attacks. Alright. Yo, I really like the beastification. Resurrection. Outdoing the Zanpakuto here. According to what I was told, you are supposedly a very rare genius, even among the 10 great families. I guess that was just a bunch of rumors. So again, more hinting that with this translation, are we saying that he's one of the 10 great families, or are we saying that even compared to the 10 great families, he's really, really good? Because again, we've had a lot of these hints and rumors and stuff that he could have been related to them. Possibly the Hendo Lock. I guess that was just a bunch of rumors. We about to get some more backstory or something? If so, like, Yuan Sung is my second favorite character, so more backstory would be very, very much appreciated from me. So yeah, as usual, I guess I'll leave on this credit screen while we talk about this a little bit. What a great chapter. There was a lot to unpack with that. I really, really need to get more time so I can start doing reviews for these, because wow, there's just so much to talk about. I love all the extra development we got for Yuan Sung, and especially for Hiracha here. And not only did we get plenty of new development, the setting for their fight's really cool, and their fight is really, really cool so far. This is exactly the kind of thing I wanted. More side character fights. We got a white fight, even though it was just really, really quick. We've seen a bunch of white fights lately. We just got one of the best fights in the series with White and Calavan. So I'm not really worried about that being short. And the same sort of situation goes with one of the guys getting clapped off screen by Doan and Karaka. We have seen plenty of Karaka with his fight with Bomb against Calavan recently. Plus, we've seen a lot of Doan since her first showing up. Plus, it just logically makes sense that even though he's set up to be one of the new division commanders, he's up against a super strong ancient high ranker and a high ranker slayer, so obviously the odds would be very much stacked against the guy. The only thing is it's kind of making Liboric look like, I threw out all of these Calavan loyalists to bring in my people, and then he just bulked it on the draft picks and did not pick the best people to go through with this plan. Doesn't seem to be working out. He probably should have not even sent them into the cat tower at this rate, because he's just going to lose all of his men for nothing. Yeah, not working out for Liboric. I mean, Yusracha's still sitting pretty. He has Yama just in a really unfair trap. But Liboric's forces aren't looking too hot here. But yeah, this looks like we're going to get even more Yuhan Sung and Hiracha stuff. This looks far from over, and not only does it look far from over, but we might get some more Yuan Sung backstory, which would be amazing. But yeah, even talking about some of the stuff toward the beginning that I haven't spent as much time on with this discussion, like the White stuff was really cool because it develops White further. There was a lot going on there with his personality that I feel like White's personality is just slowly changed and developed in such a satisfying way over the course of the series, from the Joaquin we first met to the White he is now. There's just been so much development that I've absolutely loved. And we continue that here, just subtle small things in the way that he talked to the guy he defeated there at the end, who may end up surviving going second stage, but I doubt it. I think if he was going to do that, we probably would have saw it right away. But that guy was good too. I kind of liked the short fight that it was, and he gave us more development on the world. He built the world up some more with the workshop stuff. Also, made White seem extra cool when he said from the beginning, hey, guys like you have been sent after me before. This same thing has happened every time. And then, just like what he said, same thing happened. So yeah, incredibly good chapter. I would love to do a review and discuss it more whenever I have time. But yeah, that is it for this week's chapter. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, we can just talk in the comments about anything regarding this chapter you want to. Then if you want a link to the Discord server, ask and I'll give you one. It's free and open for anyone. If you'd like to follow on Twitter, we can always talk there. And if you want to help support the channel on Patreon to help me keep making videos, it's patreon.com/HakuOfTheTubes, or a link will be in the description. But either way, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.